Mathematics is more than just numbers and equations. It's a universal language that underpins countless aspects of our world. From the simplest tasks to the most complex problems, math provides us with tools to sharpen our reasoning, improve our problem solving skills, and enhance our decision making abilities. It's a subject that doesn't just stay in the classroom, it connects to science, technology, businesses, and even the everyday decisions we make in life. Today, as we explore various mathematical concepts, our goal is to go beyond simply understanding formulas and methods. Each of these areas plays a vital role in developing not just our mathematical abilities but also our analytical mindset. So these skills helps us approach challenges systematically and think creatively about solutions. So by engaging in these discussions, you are not just learning math. You are equipping yourself with tools that will benefit you in academics and your future aspirations. So let's dive into these lessons together, explore the concepts thoroughly, and create a collaborative and interactive learning environment. So are you all ready? Okay, so thank you everyone for your enthusiasm and readiness to learn, and let's make the most out of this valuable opportunity to grow. So let's go and start.
Good evening, everyone. I am Janelyn Montecillo. And number 1. What is the result of negative 9 minus negative 4? A. Negative 13, B. 5, C. Negative 5, or D. 13. So the correct answer for the number 1 is negative 5, because subtracting a negative is equivalent to adding its positive. So negative 9 minus negative 4 equals negative 9 plus 4 equals negative 5. And why the letter A, B, and D are the incorrect answer? Because A, negative 13, subtracting negative 4 would not result in negative 13. And letter B, 5, negative 9 added to 4 results in a negative number, and it is not a positive. And for the letter D, 13, the result of subtraction does not yield a positive magnitude. So again, the correct answer for the number 1 is C, negative 5. So number 2, a diver descends 15 feet below sea level and then rises 8 feet. So A, negative 7 feet, B, negative 23 feet, C, 7 feet, or D, 23 feet. So the correct answer for the number 2 is A, negative 7 feet, because the diver's position is negative 15 plus 8 equals negative 7. So meaning 7 feet below sea level. And why the letter B, C, and D are the incorrect answer? Because B, negative 23 feet does not match the described movement. And for the letter C, 7 feet, this implies above sea level, which is not the case. And for the letter D, 23 feet, this is not related to the actual operation. So again, the correct answer for the number 2 is A, negative 7 feet. So number 3, which of the following numbers is larger in magnitude? A, negative 12, B, 5, C, negative 5, or D, 12. So the correct answer for the number 3 is letter D, because the magnitude refers to the absolute value. And why the letter A, B, and C are the incorrect answer? Because A, negative 12, same magnitude as 12 but not larger. And for the letter B and C, they are both smaller in magnitude. So again, the correct answer for the number 3 is letter D, 12. Number 4. These are numbers with more than 2 factors. A, prime numbers, B, composite numbers, C, factors, or D, multiples. So the correct answer for the number 4 is B, composite numbers, because composite numbers have more than 2 factors, unlike prime numbers which only have 2. So why the A, C, and D are the incorrect answer? Because A, prime numbers, primes have exactly 2 factors. And C, factors, refers to diverse and not specific number types. And for the letter D, this is unrelated. So the correct answer again for the number 4 is letter B, composite number. So number 5, which of the following is a composite number? A 47, B 43, C 41, or D 49. So the correct answer for the number 5 is D, 49, because 49 has factors 1, 7, and 49, thus more than 2 factors. And why the letter A, B, and C are the incorrect? Because they are all prime numbers. So again, the correct answer for the number 5 is letter D, 49. Number 6. Which of these is a prime number? A 35, B 48, C 51, or D 59. So the correct answer for the number 6 is letter D, 59. Because 59 has exactly 2 factors, 1 and 59. So why the A, B, and C are the incorrect? Because they are composite numbers. So again, the correct answer for the number 6 is D, 59. So number 7. Which of the following statements is true about prime numbers? A, all prime numbers are even. B, the number 1 is a prime number. C, every prime number is greater than 1. Or D, prime numbers can only be odd. So the correct answer for the number 7 is C, every prime number is greater than 1. Because primes are greater than 1. And why the letter A, B, and D are the incorrect answer? Because A, it is only 2 is an even prime. And for the letter B, 1 is not prime. And for the letter D, it is not all primes are odd. Example, the 2. So again, the correct answer for the number 7 is letter C. Every prime number is greater than 1. So number 8. Which of the following is a proper fraction? A 7/10, B 15/4, C 6/6, or D 10 and 1/9. So the correct answer for the number 8 is A, 7/10, because a proper fraction has the numerator less than the denominator. So why the letter B, C, and D are the incorrect answer? Because B, 15/4, improper fraction. And for the letter C, 6/6, equivalent to 1. And for the letter D, 10 and 1/9 is mixed number. So again, the correct answer for the number 8 is letter A, 7/10. So now I will call on Miss Annamarie Odto. The floor is yours, Miss.
Hello everyone, this is Annamarie speaking, and I am going to rationalize the numbers 9 to number 16. So let's start off with the number 9. So which is a set of similar fractions? A, 3/7, 2/6, or 1/5. Letter B, 1/7, 2/8, and 3/9. Or letter C, 1/2, 1/3, and 1/4. Or the letter D is the 2/15, 3/15, and 4/15. So the correct answer for the number 9 is the letter D, the 2/15, 3/15, and the 4/15. So because it is a similar fraction, and when we say similar fraction, it is also called like fractions. They have the same denominator. So among the given options, only 2/15, 3/15, and 4/15 have the same denominator, which is 15. So it's making them similar fractions. All other sets, like they have different denominators. As for letter A, we can see there is the denominator which is the 7, the 6, and the 5. And as for the letter B, as we can see there in the option B, the denominators are the 7, the 8, and the 9. And as for the letter C, which is the number 2 and number 3 and 4. So therefore, in this number, which is the number 9, the correct answer for this one is the letter D. So number 10, what is a proper fraction? So A, a fraction where the numerator is greater than denominator. Letter B, a fraction where the numerator is equal to the denominator. Letter C, a fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator. And letter D is a fraction that can be simplified. So the correct answer for this number is the letter C. So a fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator. So proper fractions have a numerator smaller than denominator, representing a value less than 1. So the correct answer for the number 10 is the letter C. So why are the other options, which is the letter A, letter B, and letter D, are incorrect? So numerator greater than denominator, this defines as an improper fraction. So and also numerator equal to the denominator, this results in a fraction equivalent to 1, which is not proper. So a fraction can be that can be simplified. This applies to fractions in general, not just proper fractions. So fractions with a numerator equal to or greater than denominator are improper fractions. Therefore, the correct answer for this number is the letter C. So number 11, what defines an improper fraction? A fraction that is always greater than 1. Letter B, a fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator. Letter C, a fraction where the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. Letter D, a fraction that can be expressed as a whole number. The correct answer for the number 11 is the letter C, a fraction where the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. So let me rationalize as to why is this the correct answer. So when we say improper fractions, these fractions have numerators that are greater than or equal to the denominator, such as 5 over 4 or 7 over 7. So these fractions represent values greater than or equal to 1. And when why are the other options are incorrect? Because the other option, which is the letter A, always greater than 1. Well, this is not true because improper fractions like 4 over 4 is equivalent to 1. The other option as well, which is the letter B, numerator less than the denominator. This describes as proper fractions, and we are talking about improper fractions here. And the other options, which is the letter D, expressed as a whole number. Well, not all improper fractions are whole numbers. Like for example, the 5 over 4. So the correct answer for the number 11 would be the letter C. So number 12, consider the following fractions: 4 over 4, 2/5, and 5/4. Which of this is a proper fraction? So we are talking about proper fraction here. So letter A, 4 over 4 because it equals to 1. B, 2 over 5 or 2/5 because the numerator is less than the denominator. Or letter C, 5 over 4 because the numerator is greater than denominator. And letter D, none because all are improper. So the correct answer for this one is the letter B, 2 over 5 or the 2/5 because the numerator is less than the denominator. So proper fractions have a numerator smaller than the denominator. So among the options, only the 2 over 5 or the 2/5 meets this criterion. So why are the other options, which is the letter A, letter C, and the letter D, are incorrect answer? Now, as for the letter A, as you can see, 4 over 4, it means that it is equivalent to 1, so it means that it's not proper. So as for the other option, which is the 5 over 4, the numerator exceeds the denominator, making it improper. And as for the letter D, none, because this is false, well, as 2, this is false because 2 over 5 is a proper fraction. So therefore, the correct answer for this number would be the letter B. Number 13. Which of the following statements is true about the fraction 9 over 8? A, it is a proper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator. Letter B, it is an improper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator. Or letter C, it is a mixed number because it can be converted. Or letter D, both B and C are correct. So the correct answer for this number would be the letter D. Both B and C are correct. So why is both B and C correct? Now, as you can see on the letter B, it is an improper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator. Because why? Yeah, it's correct because 9 is greater than number 8. Now, as you can see on the option letter C, it is a mixed number because it can be converted. Like 9 over 8, it can be expressed as 1 over 1/8. So why are the other options are incorrect? As you can see on the letter A, it is a proper fraction. So this means this is false because the numerator is greater than the denominator. So the correct answer would be letter D. Now moving forward to the number 14, if a store had 150 items in stock and sold 45, how many items are left? A, 105, B, 95, C, 110, and letter D is 115. So the correct answer for this number would be 105. So the rationalization would be the total items left is equals to the total items in stock subtracted by items sold. So 150 minus 45 is equals to 105. Therefore, the correct answer would be letter A. As for the other options, which are 95, 110, and 115, they are incorrect results for subtraction or the subtraction. Number 15. If each sack of sand contains 5 kilogram, then 20 sacks of sand weighs blank kilogram. A, 80 kilogram, B, 75 kilogram, C, 105 kilogram, and letter D, 100 kilogram. So the correct answer for this one is the letter D, 100 kilogram. So multiply the weight of each sack by the total number. So 5 multiplied by 20 is equals to 100. Now, as you can see with the other options, which are the 80, 75, and 105, these are results from using incorrect multipliers. So the correct answer would be 100. Now, moving forward to number 16. What kind of angle that have the respective legs parallel? A, adjacent angles, B, vertical angles, C, equal or supplementary angles, or letter D, complete angles. So the correct answer for this one is the equal or complementary angles, the letter C. So when angles have parallel legs, they are either equal or supplementary. So equal if they open in the same direction, like for example, the corresponding angles. Now, as you can see with the other options, with the adjacent angles, vertical angles, and the complete angles, when we say adjacent angles, they share a common side but are not defined by parallel legs. Now, when we say vertical angles, they are formed by intersecting lines unrelated to parallel legs. And when we say complete angles, this measures to the 360 degree, which is unrelated to parallel legs. So therefore, the correct answer for this is the letter C, which is the equal or parallel or the supplementary angle. So that would be all for my part.
Good evening, everyone. For number 17, it is organized in a way a number can be obtained by adding the two previous numbers. Is it letter A, Fibonacci sequence, letter B, geometric sequence, letter C, quadratic sequence, or letter D, none of the above? So the correct answer for number 17 is letter A, Fibonacci sequence. It is a series of numbers in which each number is the sum of the two preceding ones. Like for example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and so on. So let's find out why other options are incorrect. So for letter B, geometric sequence, it is formed by multiplying a fixed number or common ratio to each term to get the next term. So this does not involve adding the two previous terms, so it is incorrect. For letter C, a quadratic sequence, it is based on a second degree equation. Like for example, n squared plus n plus 1. So it is not defined by summing the two previous terms. So this is also incorrect. And for letter D, none of the above. This is incorrect because the Fibonacci sequence or option letter A correctly matches the description. So again, for number 17, the answer is letter A, Fibonacci sequence. So now let's proceed to number 18. If a class has a ratio of 3 boys to 5 girls, what does this tell you about the total number of students in terms of their gender distribution? Is it letter A, there are more boys than girls? Letter B, there are more girls than boys? Letter C, boys and girls are equal in number? Or letter D, there are 8 students in total? So the correct answer for number 18 is letter B. There are more girls than boys. Because a ratio of 3 is to 5 means that there are 3 boys for every 5 girls. And since the number of girls is greater in the ratio, so it indicates that there are more girls than boys overall. And let's find out why other options are incorrect, because for letter A, there are more boys than girls. This is wrong or incorrect because the ratio clearly shows that there are more girls, which is 5, than boys, which is 3. And for letter C, boys and girls are equal in number. So this is also incorrect because the numbers in the ratio 3 is to 5 are not equal. And for letter D, there are 8 students in total. So this is also incorrect because the ratio only provides relative proportions, like 3 boys to 5 girls and not the actual number of students. And now let's proceed to number 19. Which of the following is not a prime number? So, is it letter A, 43, letter B, 47, letter C, 53, or letter D, 57? So, the correct answer is letter D, 57, because it is divisible by 3 and 19. So 57 is not a prime number. So for letter A, 43, this is incorrect because 43 is a prime number. So it cannot be divided evenly by any other number than 1 and itself. So for letter B, 47, this is also incorrect because 47 is a prime number for the same reason as number 43. And for letter C, 53, it is also incorrect because 53 is also a prime number. And now let's proceed to number 20. What is the sum of 235 and 467? Is it letter A, 602, letter B, 672, letter C, 702, or letter D, 522? So when we say sum, it is the result of adding two numbers. So when we add 235 and 467, then the result will be letter C, 702. So that is the correct answer, letter C. So why other options are incorrect? So for letter A, 602, because it underestimates the sum by 100. For letter B, 672, this is also incorrect because it is close but does not match the sum. And for letter D, it is far below the correct sum. So again, the answer for number 20 is letter C, 702. And now let's proceed to number 21. So who is known as the father of problem solving? Is it letter A, George Polya, letter B, Blaise Pascal, letter C, Piaget, or letter D, Bloom? So the correct answer is letter A, George Polya. He is George Polya is renowned for his contributions to problem solving through his book How to Solve It. So his book introduced a systematic approach to solving the mathematical problems. So for letter B, Blaise Pascal, this is incorrect because Pascal is known for his contributions to probability and calculus, but not specifically problem solving. For letter C, Piaget, it is also incorrect because Piaget is a developmental psychologist and not focused on problem solving in mathematics. And for letter D, Bloom, this is also incorrect because Bloom is known for Bloom's taxonomy, focusing on learning objectives and and not problem-solving methods. So again, the answer for number 21 is letter A, George Polya. Now let's proceed to number 22. What is the 20% of 5,550? Is it letter A, 1,105? Letter B, 1,110? Letter C, 1,000? Or letter D, 999? So to calculate the 20% of 5,550, then we are going to put 5,550 then multiplied by 20%. Or if we convert it kay mahimo siyang 0.20. So 5,550 times 0.20 and the result will be 1,110. So the answer for number 22 is letter B, 1,110. So for letter A, this is incorrect. 1,105 is close but it is slightly off. For letter C, 1,000, this is also incorrect because it is too low sa correct nga answer. And for letter D, this is also incorrect because it is far too low sa correct nga answer. So again, the answer for number 22 is letter B, 1,110. Now let's proceed sa number 23. So what is the least common multiple or LCM of 2 and 3? Is it letter A 6, letter B 12, letter C 3, or letter D 9? So the correct answer is letter A 6. So when we say LCM, it is the smallest number divisible by both 2 and 3. So the multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, and the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, and 9. So the smallest common multiple for 2 and 3 is 6. Now let's find out why other options are incorrect. Because for letter B, 12, 12 is a multiple of 6, yes, but not the smallest. For letter C, 3, this is also incorrect because 3 is not a multiple of 2. And for letter D, 9, incorrect because 9 is not a multiple of 2. Again, the answer for number 23 is letter A, 6. And now, let's proceed sa number 24. Which of the following numbers is not divisible by 6? Is it letter A, 24, letter B, 30, letter C, 42, or letter D, 55? So the correct answer for question 24 is letter D, 55. Because a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. So for letter A, 24, it is correct because it is divisible by both 2 and 3. For letter B, 30, this is also correct because it is divisible by both 2 and 3. For letter C, this is also correct because 42 is divisible by both 2 and 3. And for letter D, 55, this is incorrect because it is not divisible by 2 or not even. So again, the answer for number 24 is letter D, 55. And that's all.
Okay, let's now proceed to number 24. So, which of the following numbers is not divisible by 6? A. 24, B. 30, C. 42, or D. 55. So, the correct answer for this number is letter D. 55. So, let's rationalize first the options. So, letter A. 24. So, 24 is divisible by 6, which is 6 times 4 is equals to 24. So A is incorrect. How about letter B, 30? So 30 is also divisible by 6 because 6 times 5 is equals to 30. So how about letter C, 42? So 42 also is divisible by 6 because 6 times 7 is equals to 42. So the last option is letter D, 55 is only option that is not divisible by 6 because 55 is divisible by 5, 1, and the number itself. So again, the correct answer of number 24 is letter D, 55. Okay, number 25. If angle A is 35 degrees, what type of angle is it? So A, acute angle, B, right angle, C, obtuse angle, or D, straight angle. So first, let's rationalize first the kinds of angle. So A is acute angle, which is the correct answer because an acute angle is an angle that measures less than 90 degrees. So the question is, if angle A is 35 degrees, so it is less than 90 degrees. So the answer is acute. So, but then again, we will rationalize first the other options. So letter B, right angle. So right angle is an angle that measures exactly 90 degree, which is incorrect siya. So how about letter C, obtuse angle? So obtuse angle is also incorrect because it is an angle that measures between 90 and 180 degrees. So how about letter D, straight angle? So it is also incorrect because straight angle is an angle that measures exactly 180 degrees. So again, the correct answer of number 25 is letter A, acute angle. Okay, next is number 26. So which angle is larger than a right angle but smaller than a straight angle? So the correct answer for this number is letter B, obtuse angle. So let's rationalize first the choices. So A is incorrect because acute angle is measures less than 90 degree. So the question is larger than a right angle. So right angle is exactly 90 degrees. So ac acute angle is already incorrect. How about letter B, obtuse angle? So obtuse angle is correct because again, obtuse angle measures greater than 90 degree and 180 degree. So how about letter C, right angle? It is also incorrect because right angle measures only exactly 90 degree. But the question is larger than a right angle and smaller than a straight angle. So letter D, reflex angle. So reflex angle is also incorrect because it measures greater than 180 but less than 360 degree. So again, the correct answer of number 26 is letter B, obtuse angle. Okay, let's continue to number 27. So which of the following angles measures exactly 90 degrees? So A, acute angles, B, obtuse angles, C, right angle, or D, reflex angle. So we already discussed this to the previous number. So again, we will rationalize the choices. So A, acute angle. Acute angle measures less than 90 degrees. So A is incorrect. How about letter B? B, obtuse angle, measures greater than 90 degree, measures between 90 degree and 180 degree. So the question is measures exactly 90 degree. So B is incorrect. How about letter C, right angle? So right angle is correct because right angle measures exactly 90 degree. How about letter D, reflex angle? So reflex angle is also incorrect because reflex angle measures greater than 180 degree but lesser than 360 degree. Again, the correct answer of number 27 is letter C, right angle. Okay, for number 28, if a number is divisible by both 2 and 3, what can you infer about its, is it divisible by 6? So, A, yes, B, no, C, only if it's even, D depends on the number. So the correct answer for this number is letter A, yes, because all number that both divisible by 2 and 3 is also divisible by 6. So I will give you examples like 6, 2 times 3, 6, and also 12. 12 is both divisible by 2 and 3 because 3 times 4 is 12 and 2 times 6 is 12, also 12. So it is also divisible by 6. So all divisible by 6 like 6, 12, 18, 24, and so on is both divisible by 3 and 4. So the correct answer again for number 28 is letter A, yes. So number 29, so a number is divisible by 12. What does this tell you about its divisibility by 3 and 4? So it is also similar to number 28, which is talking about divisibility. So 12 also is we know that the number is divisible by 12 because it is also divisible by 3 and 4. So the examples of numbers that divisible both 3 and 4 and 12 is 5,844, 840, 864, and 42,816. So the choices are A must be divisible by both, which is the correct answer. B only by 3. So it is not correct because if only by 3, then it is not divisible by 12. So C only by 4, also incorrect because the rule of divisibility by 12 is both divisible by 3 and 4. So D not necessarily. So not correct because it is not accurate about the rule of divisibility by 12. So again, the correct answer of number 29 is letter A, must be divisible by both. Okay, let's proceed to number 30. So the ratio of cats to dogs in a shelter is 4:5. There are 20 cats. How many dogs are there? A, 15, B, 20, C, 25, or D, 30. So the correct answer for this number is 25. So we are now talking to ratios. So now let's rationalize first the choices. So 15 is incorrect because when we solve the formula, by the way, the formula of ratio is first you will get the given number, which is in the choice in the question, I mean, it's 20 cats. So you will just divide that 20 to the given ratio of cats, which is 4. So 20 divided by 4. So the answer is 5. Okay. So when we get the answer 5, we will now multiply it to the ratio of dogs. So 5 times 5 is equals to 25. So the correct answer for this number is letter C, 25. So it means that A, B, D is all incorrect. So how about 31? So if the ratio of students who prefer math to those who prefer science is 3:2, and there are 30 students who prefer math, how many prefer science? So it is just same process or formula to number 30. So you will just first get the given number, which is the 30 students who prefer math. So 30, then you will just divide it to the ratio of students who prefer math, which is the 3. So 30 divided by 3 is equals to 10. So now that we get already that answer 10, you will just multiply it to the ratio of students who prefer science. So 10 times 2 is equals to 20. So the correct answer of number 31 is letter B, 20. So it means A, C, and D is incorrect.
Okay, so number 32. A bag contains 3 red, 5 blue, and 2 green marbles. What is the probability of drawing a red marble? So A, 2 over 10. Letter B, 3 over 10. Letter C, 5 over 10. And letter D, 1 over 10. Okay, so the answer of this one is 3 over 10, which is letter B. Okay, so to solve this problem, we're gonna calculate the probability of drawing a red marble based on the total number of marbles in the bag. Okay, so by answering of this one, we will follow a step-by-step solution. So first step, let's determine the total number of marbles. So the bag contains 3 red marbles, 5 blue marbles, 2 green marbles. So the total is that 3 plus 5 plus 2 equals 10. Okay, so for the second step, let's determine the probability of drawing a red marble. So probability is calculated as P equals number of red marbles over the total number of marbles. So the number of red marbles is 3, and then the total number of marbles is 10. Okay, so 3 over 10. That's the correct answer, letter B. And now let's rationalize the H choice. Okay, so letter A, 2 over 10. This is incorrect. So this probability corresponds to the number of green marbles divided by the total marbles. So it does not represent the probability of drawing a red marble. Letter B, 3 over 10. This is correct. So this is the probability of drawing a red marble because there are 3 marbles out of a total of 10 marbles. Letter C, 5 over 10. This is also an incorrect because this represents the probability of drawing a blue marble, not a red marble. And lastly, for the letter D, 1 over 10. So this also was incorrect. This probability does not correspond to any specific outcome in the problem. So it is neither related to red, blue, nor green marbles. So the final answer is 3 over 10, letter B. The correct probability of drawing a red marbles again is 3 over 10 as there are 3 red marbles out of a total of 10 marbles. Number 33. If you roll 2 dice, what is the probability of getting a sum greater than 8? So letter A, 3 over 36. Letter B, ang letter B dili na siya 5 over 36 kundi 5 over 18 ang letter B. And letter C, 1 over 6. And lastly, letter D, 1 over 2 or 1/2. Okay. So to solve the problem of finding the probability of getting a sum greater than 8 when rolling 2 dice, we will follow also some steps for that. Okay. So for the step 1, total possible outcomes. So when rolling 2 dice, each die has 6 faces. So the total possible outcomes are 6 times 6 equals 36. For the step 2, favorable outcomes. We need to find all the combinations of rows where the sum is greater than 8. So these sums are 9, 10, 11, and 12. So let's count the number of combinations for each sum. So for the sum of 9, so the possible rows are 3 and 6, 4 and 5, 5 and 4, and 6 and 3. So the total, 4 outcomes. Sum of 10, the possible rows are 4 and 6, 5 and 5, and also 6 and 4. So total, 3 outcomes. Sum of 11, the possible rows, 5 and 6, and then 6 and 5. So the total outcomes is 2. Sum of 12, the possible row is only 6 and 6. So the total outcome is only 1. So total favorable outcomes, 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals 10. Step 3, let's calculate the probability. The probability of an event is given by P equals favorable outcomes over total outcomes. Okay, so the favorable outcomes, that is 10, and the total outcomes, that is 36. And then ang 10, so that is 10 over 36. And then ang 10 over 36 kay masimplify siya nato sa 2. Okay, so ato i-simplify ang 10 sa 2, mahimo siyang 5. Ang 36 i-simplify na to og 2, mahimong 18. So ang answer is 5 over 18. And now, let's rationalize each choice. So the 3 over 36, letter A, this is incorrect. This corresponds to the some specific smaller subset, but not all outcomes greater than 8. Letter B, that is 5 over 18, not 5 over 36. So, again, ang letter B sayop na siya, dili na siya 5 over 36, kundi 5 over 18. So, 5 over 18 is the correct answer. This is the simplified probability of ruling a sum greater than 8. And letter C, 1 over 6, this is incorrect. This is too small and does not represent the actual probability. And for letter D, 1/2, this is also incorrect. This would imply an equal chance of getting a sum greater than 8, not greater than 8, which is not true. Okay, so the final answer is 5 over 18. There are 10 favorable outcomes where the sum is greater than 8 out of 36 possible outcomes. Simplifying, 10 over 36 gives 5 over 18. Number 34. Explain how to determine if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is divisible by 9. What process would you use? So letter A, sum of digits is divisible by 9. Letter B, only check last digit. Letter C, divide by 3. And letter D, no need to check. So the answer of this one, the correct answer is letter A. This is the correct rule for checking divisibility by 9. Summing the digits provides a quick and reliable method to determine divisibility. Letter B, only check the last digit. So this is incorrect. The last digit alone determines divisibility by 2 or 5, not by 9. So the property of divisibility by 9 involves the sum of all the digits. Letter C, divide by 3. So this also is incorrect. While divisibility by 3 also involves summing the digits, it doesn't confirm divisibility by 9. A number divisible by 9 must also pass this stricter condition. Lastly, letter D, no need to check. So this is incorrect. This dismisses the need to apply any rule or process. So it's necessary to verify whether the number satisfies the divisibility condition. So again, the final answer is letter A, sum of digits is divisible by 9. So the rule for divisibility by 9 relies on the sum of the digits of the number. Other choices either confuse divisibility with unrelated rules or dismiss the need for verifications. So number 35. In a class of 30 students, the ratio of boys to girls is 2:3. How many girls are in the class? Letter A, 12. Letter B, 18. Letter C, 20. And letter D is 15. So to solve this problem, we use the concept of ratios and proportions to determine the number of girls in the class. So we have a step-by-step solution. So for the first step, let's understand the ratio and total number of students. The ratio of boys to girls is 2:3, which means that for every 2 boys, there are 3 girls. So the total ratios part equals 2 plus 3 equals 5. So let's determine the value of 1 ratio part. The total number of students is 30. 1 ratio part is calculated as value of 1 part equals total students over total ratio parts. So the total of students is 30. And then the total ratio parts is 5 equals 6. The third step, let's calculate the number of girls. Since the ratio of girls is 3 parts, number of girls equals 3 times 6 equals 18. So the answer of this one is 18, letter B. Let's rationalize each choice. Okay, so let's rationalize each choices. So letter A, 12, this is incorrect. This is the number of boys, not girls, since boys represents 2 parts of the ratio. Letter B, 18. So this is correct. This matches the calculation as girls represent 3 parts of the ratio and each part equals 6. Letter C, 20. This is incorrect. This exceeds the total number of students allocated to girls in this ratio. Letter D, 15. This is also incorrect. This is an incorrect calculation and does not match the ratio. So the final answer is letter B, 18. In a ratio of 2:3 and a total of 30 students, the number of girls corresponds to 3 parts out of 5 total parts. Each part equals 6. So 3 times 6 equals 18. Girls are in the class. So 18 girls are in the class. For number 36, if negative 7 plus 5 equals x, what is the value of x? So letter A, negative 12. Letter B, negative 2. And letter C, 2. And letter D is 12. To solve the equation, negative 7 plus 5 equals x, we also have steps to solve this one. So for the step 1, let's understand the operation. The problem requires adding negative 7 and 5. So step 2, let's perform the addition. So adding negative 7 plus 5 is the same as subtracting 5 from 7. So negative 7 plus 5, the answer is negative 2. So step 3, assign the result to x. So x equals negative 2. So let's rationalize each choices. So negative 12, this is incorrect. This would be the result of negative 7 and negative 5, not negative 7 plus 5. And for letter B, negative 2, so this is correct. This matches the result of negative 7 plus 5. Letter C, positive 2 or 2, this is incorrect. This would result if 7 minus 5 were performed instead of negative 7 plus 5. And then letter D, incorrect. So this has no connection to the given operation. So the final answer is negative 2, which is letter B. Adding negative 7 and 5 gives negative 2, as the positive 5 partially offsets the negative 7, leaving a net negative value of negative 2. Number 37. A recipe requires 2 cups of flour for every 3 cups of sugar. If you have 6 cups of flour, how much sugar do you need? So A, 6 cups, letter B, 7 cups, and letter C, 9 cups, and letter D, 10 cups. So to solve this problem, use the concept of ratios and proportions to find the required amount of sugar. So we also have step-by-step solution of this one. So first step, let's understand the given ratio. The recipe specifies a ratio of 2 cups of flour to 3 cups of sugar. This can be written as flour over sugar. So flour is 2 and then over sugar, which is 3. So 2/3 or 2 over 3. Second step, set up the proportion for 6 cups of flour. So if you have 6 cups of flour, let the required amount of sugar be x. So using the same ratio. So 2 over 3 or 2/3 is equals to 6 over x. So solve for x. Cross multiply to eliminate the fractions. 2x equals 6 times 3. So 2x equals, the result is 18. And then x equals 18 minus 2 equals 9. So the answer is 9. Let's rationalize the each choices. So letter A, 6 cups. This is incorrect. This would correspond to equal parts of flour and sugar, not that 2 is to 3 ratio. And then letter B, 7 cups. So this is also incorrect. This does not align with the ratio 2 is to 3. And letter C, 9 cups. So this is correct. This satisfies the 2 is to 3 ratio when scaled up for 6 cups of flour. And lastly, letter D, 10 cups. This is also incorrect. So this exceeds the required amount of sugar for the given ratio. So again, The final answer is 9 cups. The recipe ratio of 2:3 scales to 6:9, meaning 9 cups of sugar are needed when using 6 cups of flour. So this ensures the correct proportionality is maintained. For 38, is 256 divisible by 4? Justify your answer. Letter A, yes. Letter B, no. Letter C, only if it's even. And letter D, only if it ends in 0. So to determine if 256 is divisible by 4, use the divisibility rule for 4. So a number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last 2 digits is divisible by 4. Okay, so again, we also have step-by-step solution of this one. So first step, let's identify the last 2 digits of 256. So the last 2 digits are 56. And then let's check if 56 is divisible by 4. So let's perform the division. So 56 divided by 4 equals 14. Since 56 divides evenly by 4 with no remainder, 256 is divisible by 4. So the answer is yes. Yes, the last 2 digits of 256, which is 56, are divisible by 4. So 256 is divisible by 4. Letter B, no. Incorrect. The divisibility rule confirms 256 is divisible by 4. Letter C, only if it's even. So incorrect. While evenness is necessary for divisibility by 4, it is not sufficient. A number must also meet the specific 4 divisibility rule. And lastly, letter D, incorrect. This is incorrect. Letter D, only if it needs in 0. So incorrect. This rule does not apply to 4. It is used for divisibility by 10. So the final answer is letter A. Yes, the last 2 digits of 256 are 56, which is divisible by 4. Therefore, 256 is divisible by 4. So that is all for my part.
Number 39. If the ratio of boys to girls is 3:4 and there are 12 boys, how many girls are there? Letter A, 8. B, 12. 6, 16. Letter D, 20. So the answer for this item number 39 is letter C. So why is it the answer? So the ratio 3:4 means for every 3 boys, there are 4 girls. So if the number of boys, which is has 3 parts, is 12, each part is 12. So we will going to divide it by 3. So it is equals to 4. And 4, we multiply it to 4 to get the number of girls, which is the 16. And why others options are incorrect? So for option A, this is too small as it assumes as a lower ratio. And for option B, 12, this would mean boys and girls are equal, which doesn't match the ratio 3:4. And for letter D, this is too large because and doesn't maintain the correct ratio. So the correct answer for number 39 is letter C, which is the number 16. And for number 40, a student scores 45 out of 60. What is the percentage score? Letter A, 70%. Letter B, 75%. Letter C, 80%. And letter D, 85%. So the answer for this is letter B, which is the 75%. And why is it the answer? So to find the percentage, we have to divide the score by the total. And we will going to multiply it by 100. So the percentage equals to 45 divided by 60. And we will going to, the result, we will going to times it into, or we will going to multiply it into 100, which is equals to 75%. And why others option are not correct? So for option A, 70%, this would imply scoring. So 42 out of 60, not 45. And for letter C, the option C, 80%, so this would imply scoring 48 out of 60, which is too high. And for letter D, option D, 85%, this would imply scoring 51 out of 60, which is incorrect. So the correct answer for number 40 is letter B, 75%. And for number 41, it is a figure found by 2 rays having a common endpoint called a vertex. Letter A, line segment. Letter B, angle. Letter C, line, letter D, point. So the correct answer for number 41 is letter B, angle. So why is it angle? So by the definition, an angle is formed when two rays meet a single point, endpoint called the vertex. And why others are not the correct or not the correct option? So for option A, line segment, a line segment is a straight path with two endpoints, not rays. And for option C, which is the line, so a line, it extends infinitely in both directions, so not two rays meeting at a vertex. And letter D, point. So a point, it is a single location with no dimensions or rays. So this is not the correct answer. So the correct answer for number 41 is letter B, angle. And 42, if a motion is applied to a point until it reaches another point, then the object so formed is called blank. So letter A, line segment, letter B, angle, letter C, line, letter D, rays. So the correct answer for number 41 or for this item is letter A, line segment. So why is it the answer? So when we say line segment, it is the shortest path connecting two points and does not extend infinitely. So this is true. So this is correct. And why others answers are not correct? So for option B, angle, it requires two rays and a vertex, not just a motion between points. And for option C, which is line, so a line, it does not extend infinitely in both directions, not limited to 2 points. And option D, which is the rays, so it extends definitely in one direction from a single point, which does not match the description. And so the correct answer for number 42 is letter A, line segment. And for moving forward to number 43, which of the following statement is true about angles? Letter A, some right angles and measures exactly 90 degrees. Letter B, straight angle measures exactly 180 degrees. And letter C, a full angle measure above 270 degrees. And letter D, all acute angles measures above 90 degrees. So the correct answer for this is letter B, a straight angle measures exactly 180 degrees. So why is it the answer? And by the definition, a straight angle is always 180 degrees. So always remember that. And why other options are not correct? For option A, some right angles measure exactly 90 degrees. So all right angles measure exactly 90 degrees, not just some. And for option C, a full angle measures above 270 degrees. So a full angle, it measures 360, not above 270 degrees. And for option D, all acute angles measures above 90 degrees. So the acute angles are always less than 90 degrees. So the correct answer for this is letter B. And 44, number 44, two angles are supplementary if their measures equals 180. So if angles A and B are supplementary and A is equals to 1250, what is the measure of angle B? Letter A, 65 degrees, letter B, 55 degrees, letter C, 45 degrees, and letter D, 75 degrees. So the correct answer for this item, number 44, is letter A, 65 degrees. So why is it the answer? Because supplementary angles add up to 180 degree. So we will going to subtract A from 180 degree. So B is equals to 180 degree minus 125 degree. So it is equals to 65 degree. And why other options are not correct? So for option B, 55 degree, adding 125 degree and 55 degree, it equals 180 minus 10 degree, which is equals to 17 degree, which is incorrect. And for option C, which is the 45 degree, so adding 125 degree and 45 degree gives 170 degree, not 180 degree. And for option D, 75 degree, adding 125 degree and 75 degree gives 200 degree, which exceeds 180. So the correct answer for this is letter A, which is the 65 degrees. And for number 45, what is the name of the triangle whose two sides are equal and one angle measures between 900 and 1800? So for letter A, scalene right triangle, letter B, isosceles obtuse triangle, letter C, scalene obtuse triangle, and letter D, isosceles triangle. So the correct answer for this item is letter B, isosceles obtuse triangle. So why is it the correct answer? So a triangle with two equal sides is isosceles. So an angle measuring between 90 degree and 180 degree is obtuse. So together, this forms an isosceles obtuse triangle. And why others option are not correct? Option A, scalene right triangles. Scalene triangles have no equal sides, and a right angle measures exactly 90 degree, and which is incorrect. And for option C, scalene obtuse triangle. So scalene triangles have no equal sides, as what I have said. So it doesn't match. So the option C is not correct. And for option D, isosceles right triangle. So a right triangle must have one angle exactly 90, not obtuse. So this is incorrect. So the correct answer for number 45 is letter B, isosceles obtuse triangle. And that's it for our rationalization.